Welcome to Culture Shock Live. I am Vinny Vegas. It's Thursday. We're back. What's going on, man? Hey. What's up, baby? Good evening, good evening. Let me bring them on, man. Elitist E, what is good?
You know,
what is good?
I'm doing better than that guy on the airplane with Mike Tyson. So, can't complain, I guess.
You saw that video?
Did you see the before?
No.
So, somebody released the before of what led up to that? Dude, I would have done the same thing.
What up, car dude? Wait. So what do you do?
So, he's like just mocking Tyson. Like, he's sitting directly behind Tyson. And he's like mocking Tyson. He's putting his fingers in his face and like, I don't know if he was drunk. Yeah, I don't know if he was drunk or what, but yeah, it was not.
Oh.
Yeah.
But still, I think he could sue, though.
Oh, I'm sure he can. You can sue for anything. So, I mean.
Yeah. Biggest bully in the world, Joey V. What is good?
Drinking from my brothers, Jay Cross and Mike Jones, that are not here.
Right?
Yeah, man. No Jay tonight.
We'll give the obligatory bay.
Yeah, no Jay tonight. I think he's packing. He's going on vacation.
Yeah. Hey, you were talking about the video. Did you see, like, the dude that had the same video that he was taping the dude before? Did you see the after where he's sitting there?
I got to see this.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
You see his head? Like, the side of his head's like red, blood.
Mike Tyson whooped his ass. Oh, by the way, I got to show this off, man. Let me see how I can do this. Can I do it this way? No, I guess not. All right, I'll do it this way. There we go. Look at that.
Bro, I just got mine too.
Dude, this thing is awesome. I don't really collect the coins myself. I know, Ethan, you got them all.
Yeah.
I only collect certain ones, right? But Carmine gave me this one for, I think, birthday, Christmas.
Now, when you pick it up,
this is incredible.
Do you have to like be like really gentle? To not
What's that?
Like, do you have to be really gentle when you pick that specific one up?
No. But I know this one's worth a lot.
It's a good coin. It's a nice coin.
This one right here, bro. Look who signed it, baby.
Yo, I got the same one.
You got.
Shut the hell up.
We all know. No, but this is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you could see all these. I don't know how many gems are in this thing. That's incredible, dude.
Imagine
this thing is heavy.
Imagine if one came out like trying to put that one back. Like how
imagine trying to find it.
So I'm waiting on that Rocky.
Did that release?
Rocky belt. No, I want
okay.
That's the one. Yeah. I'll pre-order. I'll join a members only fans. Whatever I got to do.
You'll buy two. You got to entice them.
I'll buy two of them, bro.
I thought about what about that?
I'll do the 25 investment. Just get the Rocky coin made.
Why don't you sell UFC for $250? You halfway there.
Hey, I got $250 right now. PayPal, cash money. Got you.
Let me see. We got comments here. Show the back. Oh, happy belated 420.
Hi, CJ.
Right here with you, CJ.
Shout out to all the stoners out there. That was your day, your holiday.
Yes.
I love how hype you got. Dude, it's weird. We say this all the time. It's weird.
We're nerds.
We should not be getting hype over stupid stuff like this, but we do.
Why not? Fuck it.
We do. So tonight we're talking some giants, some big boys, right? But I wanted to show this off too. Dude, how cool is this?
Yo, I seen that this morning. I was like, yo, that's fire, bro.
Bro. And you know what's funny? I saw the photo of this and I was like, I instantly recognized what it was. Like, you know what it is immediately.
Did you catch the dude's name that made it?
Lukman, right? Did Lukman make this?
I don't know who made it or whose idea it was, but yo, I'm gonna steal that idea and get one of those. Fire.
Dan says, sorry I'm late. Got into a go-kart accident. Well, you know, they're catastrophic.
I want to hold on, Joey. I want to appease everybody that thinks you were elitist. So, I wonder if Classic Shields can bang that out for me.
I want to say I know Dan is happy about the Mexican pizza. When I heard about that, I messaged him and said, "Yo, here we go."
Congratulations, Dan.
It's not bad. You know what? You're going to see a lot of people doing this now because this is actually really cool.
I saw a dude today sell.
That's the original.
Put up for sale like 37 of the toy wrestling belts that you put on the figures.
Yeah.
For $300.
Ooh, but those are like custom ones, right?
I think so.
Now they made a gold one. This was for, I believe this one's for the King of the Ring Hasbro ring. They made a gold one, and then the original was the silver.
That is fire, bro. Like.
Remember there was a sticker? I think there was a sticker that you put over the little belt thing on the Hasbro ring.
Yeah.
When we were little.
Right here.
Yeah, There we go.
Oh man, I missed that shit.
I'm still hunting for that ring. If anybody has one, wants to sell it, let me know.
I missed that.
I need a Jax Monster ring.
Bro, they're expensive too. So shout out to listen. I say to Gianni Martello, you flex this. You drain it. Get everything you can get out of this, because my man, let me tell you something. This audience, if it weren't for this man right here, this audience would have been busted through those barricades. But look at this man holding it up like a true G.
He was nearly Sting's tag team partner. I'm sorry. I'm surprised AEW hasn't signed him. Do you know how many? I can say this because I am portly. You know how many portly people Gianni will run through being on AEW's roster?
Look at him. Look at him holding the crew, man. Hold them
all back.
Like
he's flexing a little bit. He's just like,
yeah, but he's just standing there like he looks lost. He's not like holding it out, like, putting their arms up, like making sure the crowd can't come, down. Like, I think they could jump the railing. I think the dude with the pit sign right there can jump the railing and get in.
We got to give him. We got to have a nickname for him for AEW. He
was on Dynamite last night, man. Dude, he can flex it.
I'm voting Gianni's nickname for AEW. Skid mark.
He drives down the ramp in a go-kart.
I like that.
Yes. Dropping bananas behind him.
He said he wished he would be.
Got a little turtle shell.
Listen, Gianni's been through it, man. Oh boy.
Is it been through it when you put yourself through it though?
That's true.
That is true.
Gianni is tall, man.
Hey, I'll throw five hundo on the pot for we get Gianni and Dan together for a Gianni Dan wrestling match.
Oh my
we can set that up, bro. Hobby pay-per-view. Dan, what do you say?
Congratulations to this man. Proud of him.
I don't want to say anything mean because I'm labeled as a bully, so I'm just gonna. I don't want no cyber thing.
He made it.
Well, I'm yucking my Slim Fast like there's no tomorrow, so I got you, bro.
But the only thing, so when the trash can hit him in the stomach, like he no-sold it. But
he wanted to cry.
Now, okay, so some people may think I'm being mean with this, but it looked like the trash can hit his stomach and his pelvis area, and he no-flinched.
Mm-hmm.
After Tuesday when Jameson slaughtered him, so maybe Gianni didn't flinch because Jameson took his nuts away.
Ooh, wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
Just saying.
That was a very weird battle, though. Like, it was just weird. Like,
wow.
It was like watching two sisters fight. Like, you just like stop. Like, all right, chill.
But bro, that go-kart accident. If you guys haven't seen it,
bro, we got to figure out some way
you gotta
to incorporate this.
Was it the BAM podcast.com? Go one of their latest episodes. It was
Tuesday.
Gianni.
It was Tuesdays.
Gianni versus Jameson.
I'm calling Carmine out for this. The new Gianni shirt, him in a go-kart, Super Mario Kart style.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
Bro, I text you when this shit happened. I was dying. I was
laughing, man. That was funny.
I fucking killed somebody in a go-kart when I was 14.
When he said, he sent someone to the hospital.
He injured somebody.
No. What'd he do? he's like, and I haven't been able to deal with this for years, and that's why I don't have my license, because it was traumatizing. And we were on a go-kart track. I went, oh my God.
Meanwhile, in the back of honestly, the way my brain works, I was started to think, I was like, yo, maybe that's where Gianni's flashlight went. And it just, when he hit, it smacked the dude in the back of the head. And he's just like, oh, it could have happened.
I'm thinking like bumper cars, with like the little railing on top of the car where it makes you go. But I mean, but then the story changed about, I injured somebody. How injured were they? Well, I don't know. They seemed.
They were in the hospital.
Now, was the go-kart a field trip from the dance recitals? That's a valid question.
It could have spiraled. That could have just spiraled from there.
Oh man. All right, so we're talking big men. Not Gianni big, but big. So shout out to these big boys. Now, so what we did is we were talking about, big men of pro wrestling, and then, when you think of big man, it's somebody who thinks, 6'10", but there were so many wrestlers that were 6'10", and so I was trying to see like Andre the Giant-esque. So we were like, all right, let's call it giants of wrestling. And so we picked out all of them that we thought, were massive, that drew. Guys, would you agree that the list was pretty solid?
Yes, except for maybe one.
All right. Well, I went through it, and if I'm missing any, please let me know. All right. And then we're going to tell you guys our top guy, who we thought was the best giant of pro wrestling history. Okay. Now, there's not everybody, and a lot of them are arguable, but these are just general giants. So first one, you can consider him a giant. We're going to go with Yokozuna, right?
For the impact he had in short amount of time, yes.
Massive.
When we get to the list, I mean, he's my one.
He's
just...
I don't know if I'm there. But...
Really?
His impact. Let's discuss the impact that this guy had. Wrestled twice. WrestleMania 10. Twice. For his size, he was insane.
And WrestleMania 9, back-to-back WrestleManias can be debated.
And the best belly to belly in the game.
Yeah, I would agree.
Best belly to belly suplex in the game, right there.
I would say him and Scott Steiner are up there.
Agree. I always forget about Steiner, but Yoko still had him.
So Yokozuna is on the list, right? And I mean that's a no-brainer. Yoko is someone he was known worldwide. All right, here we go, and let's get the easy one out of the way. Come on, Andre the Giant, right?
I'm gonna do some Jones, and I'm gonna piss people off WrestleMania 3 style on this one. But
as far as the rank, go ahead.
Ranking and everything is just you put him for nostalgic reasons higher than his in-ring.
Oh yeah, I mean especially towards the end of his career, WrestleMania 3, and especially during the big boom of wrestling was kind of like the tail end of his career.
WrestleMania 6, he didn't even get in the match. His back was so messed up at WrestleMania 3, you see the back plate underneath his singlet in the back.
The thing was that he was kind of like a circus animal, right? He was like an attraction.
Yeah, probably the biggest attraction ever, arguably. I mean, people came and saw him. I mean, when you see him in the younger days, he's tall and skinny.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to get the surgery that the Big Show, the Giant,
right,
eventually got. But I mean, you look at Andre, man, first one maybe to do movies from pro wrestling.
I think so. He was in what's that movie?
Princess Bride.
Princess Diary. Bride. Yeah.
Princess Bride. Yeah. Princess Bride.
Yeah. Bride.
But dude, you can't take away what this guy has done for the business, for the organization that he worked for. What up, man?
Yo.
And yeah, he was an attraction. So if you weren't really a pro wrestling fan, you were going to see like a massive giant. Mm-hmm. That's why you were going. And look at this. I found this picture like pretty crazy. Look at them like reaching. The one kid in the, like, touching his stomach is like worshiping him. It's weird looking.
He's looking down at his
it's like
privates, like, whoa.
It's kind of like religious in a way, you know. But that was Andre, man. So Andre the Giant, absolutely on there. All right, number 3, we picked Big John Studd, right? The stud belongs on that list.
I didn't realize he was as big as he was because, again, he was slightly before my time coming into wrestling. But then I started kind of looking into stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ, he was, he did a lot with Andre, too.
Yeah, they had the WrestleMania match.
The Money in the Bag.
Slam match. Body slam match. I mean, he won the second Rumble, but him and Andre had like a little feud, but like his time in WWE, WWF at the time was like short-lived.
Yeah.
But a big dude.
Massive. What up, Anna?
What up,
that's
Anna?
Big John Studd, bro. All right, King Kong Bundy. Come on. Give me some Bundy. Two runs.
He was always more of a gimmick to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had the WrestleMania 11 match against Taker. And another one who was in the Moving with Richard Pryor, I find hilarious in that movie.
And he wasn't really, growing up when I watched him, I wasn't really like scared of him. I just thought he was kind of funny. You know?
He did the 5 count.
Yeah, he was, but he had the 2 runs, right? He had the early run and then he came back late.
Yeah, with $1 Million Corporation.
Yep. So definitely got him. All right, next. Come on now. Some may know him as El Gigante, right? But to us WWF guys, it was Giant Gonzalez. Look at that. Now, everyone hates the suit, man. Why are you all ripping on the suit?
I only have one memory of this dude. Honestly, I watched. That was like my time in wrestling, but I only have one memory of the dude. WrestleMania 9.
What was it? 9. Look at him. That suit weirded me out as a kid.
I remember him being a basketball player, then playing for the Atlanta Hawks. Like the Atlanta Hawks drafted him, and Ted Turner, that owned the Hawks, got him into, had him join WCW as El Gigante. I mean, I remember Wrestle War 91. He's in the ring and Heyman's in the ring, and Heyman's like mocking him, like dissing his like heritage. And Heyman throws like a little sombrero hat at him, like, "Hey, you understand English? I'm talking to you." And he picks Heyman up and body slams him. Probably the worst wrestler of all the big men.
Really? You put him at the bottom, bro?
Yeah,
It's
I
close.
mean, he had terrible matches in WCW. WWE was even worse. Like when he debuted in '93 Rumble, I remember I'm like, "Yo, that's El Gigante."
I never knew.
He was in an episode of Baywatch too when he was a heel in WWE.
Does anybody remember how tall he was?
7'6", I think.
So he was slightly taller than Big Show.
Damn. Really?
I think.
Yeah, he was a few inches taller.
7'7".
And if you look at him, it's just like, so you look at some of these big men, like, you look at the, Andre when he was younger, Yoko, and for their size, they had such great fluid of movement.
Bro, it says build height 8 feet. I don't know if that's true.
No, that can't be true. That would put him in like
7'7".
one of the
7'7".
Yeah, see, that tall, I mean, he just didn't have the chance to have the fluidity of movement.
Yeah.
And you see him like before he passed, like he was in a wheelchair for a while before he passed.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Damn, bro. Is he one of those guys that could have had those surgeries to fix?
I don't think so. I think he was just, being the. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say the movie My Giant, Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
And the big dude. It's about Billy Crystal and Andre the Giant, actually.
Really?
I was gonna say like Giant Gonzalez, but I was like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was Andre.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Jamie? All right, let me see. Was he the tallest wrestler of all time? He always looked it to me. I don't know if he was the tallest. We can look that up. All
I
right.
think he probably had been.
Here we go. Now, you said Giant Gonzalez was the worst wrestler. Then we go to the next one on the list. And I think you might change your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
Nope.
King Mabel.
Nope. I'm going to go with Joey.
No.
Viscera.
I can't put King Mabel up there.
Bro, he was bad.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think Undertaker had to wear that mask in 96? It was Mabel.
That was him, right?
Yeah, he squashed his face. I mean, Mabel, like, you hear the stories from, like, Nash, Taker. He was just unstable in the ring.
What up, buddy? Oh, I remember. Was it King of the Ring or was it In Your House? With Nash?
That
And
was
he
SummerSlam.
screams-
SummerSlam 95, he wrestled
He screams,
Nash for the
fuck,
title.
Mabel. You hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mabel hits him like with the, he's on the ground, he runs and he like sits on him. And you hear him scream, fuck, Mabel. And I was like, Jesus.
96, when he left WWE at the time, like, he tried to get a job at WCW, and Nash told Bischoff, like, no, don't do it.
Yeah, No Mercy. No one ever used him in No Mercy. That's true.
Viscera.
Men on a mission. Yeah, all the wrestlers say he was stiff, for sure.
Mo and Mabel.
All right. So, King Mabel, here we go. Here we go. Now, we respect this guy.
Yes.
He's a legend right here, man. When you first saw him, you thought it was just another giant because of the Giant Gonzalez thing. But then you're like, holy shit, this guy can move, bro.
He debuted, I think it was, before Bash at the Beach 95, I want to say. He appeared like, because Hogan's doing like a segment outside, and he appears and he gives Hogan a shirt, and Hogan's like, yo, this is Andre. So they built him as Andre's son.
Yeah.
in
That's
WCW.
right. Yeah, I remember
And he
that.
wins the title in his first match at Halloween Havoc 95 when he falls off the roof, the magic roof. But I liked him better in WCW than WWE, because in WCW, you see him do drop kicks.
He was super athletic.
Way athletic. When he got to WWE, he got a little, like, he got out of shape.
Yeah.
And you see him, and you saw, like, in 2000, they sent him down to OVW. Like, yo, get in shape.
Damn. He came in as Paul White.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that. And I remember him during that WrestleMania 15 era. Like, I didn't really know who he was because I didn't really watch too much WCW.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, who's this guy? Paul White. He looks familiar. I was like, oh shit, it's the Giant from WCW. But he didn't seem like he was really competing that much. He was more of like, a bodyguard type thing when he first came in for Vince.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he turned himself into the Big Show, and even now he's 50, I think. He's pretty fit. In AEW, of course. He's in AEW now. All right. That's done. Next one. Here we go.
Well, he was in Jingle All the Way in 96 when he was in WCW.
Then he has that show. I don't know if it's Netflix only, but he has that show too.
With the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
I
was
heard it's
not- it was a-
successful.
It was decent.
Like, he's doing his thing, bro. Shout out to the Big Show, dude. Doing his thing.
On the Wanted Treasures, like, he has his first singlet from WCW.
That's insane.
Small.
There he is.
Oh.
This is Jay's favorite. This is his era. Ruthless aggression. All right, great Khali, guys.
He was just another guy that, again,
Do you
I
think
lump
he's
him
another
with.
Giant Gonzalez, do you think?
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, I lump him in with the Giant Gonzalez. Just he was so big that he lacked mobility, so everything he did looked very strenuous.
Right.
He moved so slow. I remember seeing him in The Longest Yard. And then when he showed up in WWE, I'm like, oh shit, that's the dude from The Longest Yard. But he moved so slow. And all he had was the chop, basically. But you see him, like, he was basically like kind of like a gimmick.
The Punjabi prison, that's right.
Oh, Taker said that was like the worst match ever in the history.
When you look at it, it looked like bamboo,
Yeah,
but it's really metal, or it's really steel, right? Just painted that way.
it was so bad.
It was, dude, yeah, he looked like he struggled.
But now, I
What up,
mean,
man?
he did kill somebody in the ring.
Who?
Khali.
Oh.
But I'm going to say this because I know Jones will give me some slack later. He did work better overseas.
Get the hell out of here, bro. That's Jones, man. All right, so then there was kind of a gap, right? Would you agree? There was a time frame where kind of the Giants were done.
Yeah.
Well, there were some Giants that we left off of there.
All right, so I'm going to give you the next giant. I'm talking giant now. So who do we leave out so far, Joey V?
I'd say Diesel, maybe.
I looked him up. He was 6'10". You think he was taller? He was the same size as fucking Sid and Taker.
So
at that point, we're adding everybody.
Yeah. So
right?
then it goes. You got to add Vader to the list.
But you added Yoko. You added Yoko.
But Yoko was wide, though.
What about Vader?
So Vader.
I was going to ask you guys that. All right, Joey.
If you add Vader, it drastically changes the list for me because Vader was so fucking athletic in the ring.
Yeah.
So was Bam Bam too.
Then you had Bam Bam. That's what I was going to say. Then
Big Boss Man is another one.
One-man gang. You know?
Now, that's the thing. Like, you have to be like over like a certain height and a weight.
Yeah, where do you stop?
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I picked Yokozuna, because he was really the only like sumo wrestler that size. You have Rikishi and stuff, but he wasn't the size of Yokozuna.
Oh, here's something great. Do you know Giant Gonzalez was supposed to be the Yeti in WCW?
Oh my God.
But before he was supposed to come out, he had a panic attack.
Damn. All right, so we have this break. Okay. And lo and behold, Mike Jones's favorite big man of all time, giant, I should say, Omos. Omos is your new era, new generation giant of pro wrestling right here.
Omos, whoever, I think Joey said it earlier, Omos is a 2 foot taller Ahmed Johnson.
I mean, Omos. He's
green. No
green.
personality. Green.
Green as grass.
Just, I mean, he's literally there off of build. That's it. There's no... Nobody in their right mind wakes up and wants to watch Raw or SmackDown and be like, can't wait to see Omos.
You know what it is? Like, Vince always loves the big man, like the tall guys.
Right.
If you're tall, Vince is going to push you. You could be green like Omos. I'm putting him on the TV. He's a big son of a bitch.
He could be a draw. He could be a star. But here's the problem. All right, so WWE, they bring back the big man, right? And growing up, all these big men that I'm gonna say all these giants that we showed you so far, we remember looking at them as like giants, as like, yo, they're gonna fuck someone up, right?
I just thought of somebody.
Well, but that would be like Taker though. Like, that would be like,
was Earthquake like a big dude?
Typhoon and Earthquake.
Yeah, I mean they were giants.
And then you look at Taker. Taker's another guy like a Kevin Nash. You leave him off, but for his size and his athleticism, is that justified?
That's the thing. Where do you draw the line, right? So I kind of like I had to draw the line somewhere. I'm gonna be there all day getting photos.
I think you just have to do like elite, like and that's the thing is, so Taker and Nash are, you know, they're 6'10", they're 280 pound, 300 pound guys, but for 6'10", we got to understand 6'10", 300 pounds is not actually a really big build or a frame. It's like it's a power forward in the NBA.
Yeah.
So
sometimes
it's not
a small forward.
Yeah. So it's not that elite.
Kevin Durant's like 6'10".
To me, Yoko and Vader are outliers. Andre.
Yeah.
Look at Nash. Nash won the IC tag and Winged Eagle on like a 6-month span.
Holy shit. All right, here we go. Ready? So then WWE does their thing with Omos. AEW has the answer. This is their response. This guy. This guy.
I don't know why I thought you were going to put a picture up of Gianni.
Look at how short that dude is.
Well, I mean, they do have a brand new giant. There he is. That's their new guy, but putting the lights out for this guy here.
So I'm curious as to how tall the opponent is, because that could be,
bro.
You know, because that dude looks like Jameson, like 5'3", bro.
Let me see. I can't pronounce this guy's name. What's his name?
I never heard of him. I know he
Satnam
was a
Singh.
basketball player.
Satnam Singh. How tall is this guy?
Gosh.
How tall is he? Let me see.
But this is
probably
another
7'2".
this is another Giant Gonzalez Elegante type project.
Right.
You put these big guys in there that
17.
don't know. Let them get some wrestling training.
Yeah, it was a bad reveal. It really was.
Yeah, it's Jonathan Gresham. He's like 5'4", like what Panetta said.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're again, it's gonna look way different if he's in the ring with somebody that's 6'2".
I thought that was Apollo Crews for a second, bro. Looked like
Just
him.
Big E. It's Big E, bro.
Chili Willie from ECW.
So we were talking about this, and we're like, yo, it's funny how. Now, there's two ways to look at it, okay? It's funny how these big men back then were literally like spectacles, right? They were different. You didn't see it all the time. So you were legitimately scared of most of the guys previously to Omos, and I would even say Great Khali, but these guys really scared you as a kid. You really thought they were giants. Now they're jokes. And I'm thinking to myself, why? Why are they jokes? Now, is it because we're older? You know, do we get the system now? Do we have too much access to these people behind the scenes? You know, stuff like that it takes away the mystique of it, number one. Because then you look him up on the internet and there's all these basketball photos of Singh. And you're like, oh, he looks like a nice guy. So I think that kind of kills it. But for me, dude, the Giants just aren't working. And I can't figure it out. I really think it could be that we're just older, man. We don't buy it anymore.
I agree and I disagree. So I think that we're older, so we don't buy it as much. But also just the way they're built and the way these guys are, like Omos is like watching cement dry, right? Mm-hmm. They're not booked right. They're not, and there's no outlier. So like, you know, Big Show, Vader, Yoko, those guys were big, but their athleticism was off the charts.
Right.
And
Yoko
a lot
especially.
a lot of these other big guys, their athleticism is average to below average.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of more painful to watch.
Joey, what do you think can make this work now? What do they have to do to make Singh and Omos work if it's not too late already?
You know, it's going to be tough because, I mean, I think when we were younger, we were scared. But, like, now that we smarten up to it, we know and we've seen it all.
Right.
So it's going to be, like, tough. Like, I mean, if you're a kid watching this, you're going to be like, oh, my God, look at that giant.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think in-ring work, like, because you look at, like, Nash. Nash can, you know, the giant in WCW, athletic, can move. He was big, but he can move and go. Taker could move so slow in the ring, but then just turn the switch and go quick.
Yeah, he was purposely doing that as Undertaker.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
I mean, I don't know what they can do now with giants. It seems like it's like you're just putting them on TV just because they're big.
Well, I think the contrast is so off though, because everybody else is like, there's no like Stone Cold Steve Austin type body build. Everybody's like super gymnastic. Like I'm doing 15 somersaults and I'm gonna hit this spot. Yeah. So there's no contrast. It's just all, you're either a gymnast, or you're this giant person that doesn't move very well.
You know what? Remember when Austin won the title in '98? He feuds with Mick Foley, Dude Love, and then he goes to face Kane, the King of the Ring. That was where I was like scared shitless. I'm like, fuck, Austin's gonna lose to Kane. He's unstoppable. He lost to the Undertaker twice, but still, this dude, like, he scared the out of me.
Yeah.
But like that was like the mystique of Kane, like when he first arrived. You try to do that now, wrestling fans, you know, the older ones are going to be like, I've seen this. You got to do something that's going to be like shock value, something that I haven't seen. It's going to be hard.
Which is very difficult now.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Even with the mystique of things, though, right? You look at like WWE. WWE can ruin a wet dream.
Right.
So you took like The Fiend, right? Any wrestling fan that is our age would have booked the Fiend way differently than WWE ever used him.
Mm-hmm.
They ruined him and discarded him. So I mean,
here's a couple here.
He was.
I forgot about Big Cass. How tall was Big Cass?
Big Cass was like 6'10", maybe. 6'10".
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
so
He
was Diesel.
Well, what about
Right?
Braun Strowman?
Braun Strowman's up there. And then here's another one. Where was it?
Oh, I remember Giant Silva and Kurgan.
That's who it was. Kurgan.
Giant Silva was in the Oddities with Kurgan.
I remember Kurgan. They would do
He's
that
in
dance
movies.
and shit.
He's
Wasn't he
in
on that
movies.
squad that would dance?
Yeah, the Oddities with Golga, who was Earthquake.
Yeah, ICP. Shout out to James Taylor.
I don't know. So I think it's gonna be very difficult to get these guys to be scary for all of us. I mean, for kids, I think it's more for them, but for us to buy it, for us to be like, you know what, he ain't gonna get beat. I think Ethan has kind of a point. Stop putting him against these small guys all the time. Now, the one thing with Lashley and Omos, I think they killed Omos when they let Lashley beat him. That's my personal opinion. I think Omos got beat way too fast. I don't know why they did that. I didn't agree with it, and I felt it killed his chance.
What I loved about when they were pushing Braun Strowman, they would have him beat these enhancement talents on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like how, like when Yoko debuted, he would be, when like Razor debuted in WWE 92. You have him debut on Superstars, have him beat like little enhancement talent.
Right.
Do that. Like they did that with Braun, and it was great, and he getting over, after he left the Wyatt family.
Now, Big Cass is 7 foot, everyone's saying. So I should have added him. They were super popular, man. Remember that? And then everything went to shit with the allegations. But dude, and then he tore his ACL, Big Cass. Alcohol and all that shit fucked him up. He was on a roll. I think he was going to be champ, with the momentum he had. But I hear he's doing well now. Shit.
Yeah, he's
Let me see. Yes, Omos could have beaten Lashley at WrestleMania and looked. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I think what is helping Omos now is you have MVP as his mouthpiece.
Right.
Because Omos is I forget where he's from, but his voice, like when he talks, you can't really understand him because of the language.
Yeah. No, he definitely needed MVP.
But even given that though, if you look at Omos, his plateau's pretty low, right? Because let's just be realistic. He's not going to be an Intercontinental Champion where he's going to make this run, or he's not going to be United States Champion. You see what WWE is going and where they're trending. So Omos is just going to be one of those guys that's just kind of there until we wake up one morning and see on Twitter he cut.
You want to know how you push a big man? What they should have did with Omos in the Rumble this year is have him come out first and start eliminating people. Mm-hmm. Like how Diesel did in 94.
Run through a few people.
Just running through guys. Yoko did in 93, but he came out later. Push a big guy. Have him come in the Rumble. Start tossing people over. And then when you try to get more people, say Lesnar comes in, Lesnar could eliminate him because that's how big Lesnar is.
Right.
But don't just have him come in for a minute or two and then get dumped.
I think Omos is done, dude. I think that killed him. I don't think MVP can even save Omos at this point. No one likes him.
I think he's limited in the ring.
And no one likes him. No one's booing for him. No one is really, they're more quiet. And you know who else is getting that reaction too? Veer Mahan, bro. Veer Mahan is getting silence.
Well,
it's not good.
All these guys look like bulls in a china shop compared to the gymnast.
Oh, yeah.
It's unfair.
It's kind of like so early in WWE, Vince liked to push the giants. He pushed Yoko, he pushed Hogan. Hogan wasn't really like a giant, he was like 6'5", 6'6", whatever. You had Nash, Diesel, but then Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and then were steal the show. So it went to a change. I think the big man is just not there. Unless you're athletic, like super athletic.
I think you're right, actually, bro.
It's dead. Yeah,
I think
it's dead.
And a part of me, and I'll always blame it on this, right? For a lot of things we think are over or dead, it's the lack of kayfabe as well, man. That kills a lot of it for our generation, I would say. The new generation, I think that's what they know. That's what they're used to.
Okay, so I'm that fan that, okay, like you guys see, I'm on the West Coast, so I have to watch Raw. You guys are watching Raw live. I'm like, yo, I can't watch Raw because it's not live. It's on a replay. We get the replays here and everything like that. So what I do is I just stay off Twitter. I just stay off. I don't go to the dirt sheets or anything like that. And so that's what I watch. So what I watch for me is new, and there's nothing ruined about it. But when you watch the product, though, here's the thing, though. I can watch SmackDown from 99 or Raw from 99, and it still pulls me in a way that I want to be pulled into. I watch Raw 2022.
Oh, dude.
And I look at it, and it's as bad as anything I've ever seen.
I have to force myself.
It's sad.
I have it recorded. If it's on, I'll watch maybe a couple minutes of it.
Right.
But I'll read the next day. I'll read what happened, and if I find something interesting,
you'll go back and watch that.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch it. But the Raw after WrestleMania, I watched the whole show because of Cody. I wanted to see that. I didn't want to miss that live. But like Ethan said, with Raw and SmackDown from back in the day, even WCW back in the day, you're watching a Raw or SmackDown or a Nitro, and they're like, yeah, next week's going to be Triple H and The Rock. And you're like, oh, shit, man, I can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
Like you're still hyped for it.
That's going on, bro. What's good, Duarte? So,
Joe,
that's the list that we have, okay? And I see a lot of people now. We're going to say our top guy that we've chose. All right? I'm going to start with mine. I went through this list, and I even looked at others. And the top two I came up with, of course, were Andre the Giant and Yokozuna. Those were my top two. Why? Because Andre was really the first to do it. The first to really be a giant. And you'll never forget what he did, in WrestleMania 3 and all that. That's ingrained in our minds forever. So Andre's up there. Yokozuna had more of an impact for me, personally, because number one, I grew up watching him. Number two, he was champion. And number three, he actually wrestled 2 matches at WrestleMania 10. I mean, this guy was a stellar athlete for his size. He really, really was. So for me, I'm going to go with it. My number one giant is Yokozuna. No disrespect to Andre. No disrespect. But this man, in my opinion, deserves it because he's a giant as a whole, and his athleticism, I mean, you can't beat him. So Yokozuna for me. All right, Ethan, what do you got?
Well, my number one as a whole, again, you have to separate nostalgia from everything else. And I get where we can make the Andre argument all day long, and I'm not saying anybody's not right for making that argument. But for size, fluid emotion, what he did, his runs, and everything like that, I mean, Yoko is my clear-cut number one.
Yokozuna, for you. All right. 2 Yokozunas. Joey.
I went back and forth on this one because it was down to...
Who'd you go back and forth between? Who were the guys?
Andre and Yoko.
Same thing.
I was at Yoko's first WWF pay-per-view.
Okay.
Yoko, when you saw him, you never seen a guy move that big for his size. Like, just wow. Even though his run was only maybe like a 1.5-year run, if that, in WWE, like on top. Man. I have to go with Andre because he's the original. I mean, Yoko's better than Andre in the ring. move, but move for move, athletic for athletic. Yoko beats him. I go with Andre just because of that wow factor. Like, when you saw him, like, right there, you know, it's just like, this guy couldn't go nowhere without people just staring at him. Like, he drew money wherever he went. He was a special attraction. He's the original. So
you're
Andre's
giving him
my
the
pick.
respect.
Yeah, I'll give him the respect.
All
Yoko's
right, and
a
we're
close
going
second
Andre.
because of what he did.
But you're going Andre number 1, right?
Yeah.
Andre number 1. There it is. So 2 Yokos and an Andre. We're the top big guys. And let me tell you something else, too. Don't forget, check out the one and only Jack Soaps. Jack Soaps hooks it up. I actually use the soap. It's fantastic. It smells good. Got the bath bombs. Got the salts. Good stuff, man. And he's always running like promos and stuff. If you follow him on Jack Soaps on Instagram and on Facebook, he's always running like promo codes. I think his one promo code is go-kart. I think that's what it is, bro. Get 0% off with go-kart. But yeah, use code PTM and you get
Waiting to happen.
15% off, man. JackSoaps.com. Tim's a cool dude. We love him. But it's good quality soap, man. Good quality. What is it, Joey?
It's good quality soap. Good quality bath bomb, baby.
Yo, he's back in business, by the way.
That's true. I've seen that today.
He's back in business. The hammer.
Dan will appreciate it, bro.
Bro,
Stay tuned for bootleg IWGP V5.
It's like
Bro.
the BMF belt.
chill, bro. He'll be selling it at all cigar spots near you.
I think he's in the background in that picture, like with the people in the background. I
Is he?
swear that's him.
Man,
I could be wrong.
I hope he doesn't rip them off either, man.
His profile's public. You can look at all of his posts.
Yeah.
Just
Nothing you can't Google.
It was funny though. It says Hammer Designs on the tablecloth.
It's weird because hashtag Dana White, I remember listening to a press conference when he unveiled the BMF. And Dana White was like, yo, we spent $50,000 on this belt.
No, but
I
it's
can get you
designed
one
by
cheaper,
Hammer
Dana.
Designs.
But hold on, Dana. I can get you one cheaper. Let me know. $50,000. I got you, bro. I'll
It's
get you
designed
4 of them.
by Hammer Designs. Okay, they
Dude, but
designed
I'm
the
saying,
BMF.
I'll have Classic Shields make you 4 of them. Pay me $50,000. I'll cut Classic Shields in. We're good to go.
Bro. I saw that. I was like,
saying.
oh my God. Now the custom belts I get, you have custom belts made. But hopefully they get the product.
Yeah,
instead of smelling like cigarettes, it'll smell like a cigar.
Let's
or
go.
you can start making TikToks, bro. Because there's only one thing I eat all the time.
You can make some TikToks
Just
to
saying,
promote
bro.
your work. You can sell it at cigar shops. That's how you scam now. That's how you do it,
Only a West V.
bro.
Yo, sad fact. Do you know where Yokozuna's last match was?
Tell me.
WWE, anyways.
Where?
Wheelings, West Virginia.
Get the
Monday
fuck
Night
outta
Raw.
here. Really? Come on.
That was his
man.
last match in WWE.
Wow.
Let's watch a documentary last night.
Oh,
Sad
tomorrow
facts.
they're tomorrow. Carmine and Mike are watching Heroes of Wrestling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think I'm tuning in for this one because, like I told you guys, I've never seen Heroes of Wrestling. Okay,
I tried to start it last night, to be honest.
you did?
We were talking about it last night, and I was like, yo, I'm going to turn this on because you sent the link for the YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
And I'm like, I got to about 30 seconds of it. I was like, yo, I'm not watching this.
I watched it live.
You watched it live?
Yeah, because I had the cheat box.
Oh my
So
God.
it was on pay-per-view.
Dude.
Well, when they show like Jake Roberts, Yokozuna, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, I'm
Tuning
like, oh,
in,
sweet.
yeah.
And I remember like beginning the show, you see like Stan Lane and Tully Blanchard have like a fight in the parking lot over at the car. And
Was it really? Listen, guys, tell me, was it really that bad? Because I haven't seen it.
yeah,
I just skimmed through it. I was like, yo, it's got to get better than this. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, it doesn't.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Jake was so out, like belligerent,
Right.
like he couldn't even make it to the ring. And
No,
Yoko's like
dude.
so big, like it's,
Jake Roberts was like some people's lives at 2 a.m.
Bro.
Just saying, it was bad.
Come on, bro.
It
Was
was
this
bad.
when he was real bad on drugs, right? Like, was
Yeah.
it during the time of, because it's 99. Wasn't
the
that when
Mat.
Beyond the Mat came out?
yeah.
I wonder if that was filmed for that. I don't think it was.
No.
But it's during that time frame, though.
It's right around that time frame.
So bad.
Bro,
The
here we go.
matches were terrible.
Took place October 10th of 99 at the Casino Magic Hotel and Casino.
And
St.
what
Louis,
year? What year
Mississippi.
was Beyond the Mat? Was it 96?
I think
97?
I think it's like 99.
No. 'cause
Was it that? Is that late?
Beyond the Mat was doing like Rumble 99.
99. But it was filmed.
Yeah, it was-
It's going to be filmed before that. But
Release date of October 22nd, 1999.
There you
bro,
go.
so it was definitely during
So-
that point.
Here, the Jake Roberts incident. The show was originally booked to conclude with a double main event pitting Jake Roberts against Jim Neidhart, followed by King Kong Bundy against Yokozuna. Well, Roberts, prior to the match, I guess Roberts suffered a relapse prior to the show and consumed a significant amount of alcohol before arriving.
Okay.
Prior to this match, Neidhart and Roberts has been scheduled to cut a promo in which he would taunt Neidhart. Due to his level of intoxication, Roberts' promo instead consisted of a slurred, incoherent rant,
Oh my God.
consisting largely on wordplay based on the event's casino setting. One went viral. He said, and I quote, You don't want to play cards with me because I'll cheat. Okay? I cheat. You want to play 21? I've got 22. You want to play blackjack? I've got 2 of those too. You want to play aces and eights, baby? I got too many of those too.
Bro.
And he like staggered to the ring with his trademark snake. And when he entered the ring, he put the snake down and attempted to return backstage. He then reversed course. Before he got into the ring, he grabbed a female hand and rubbed her hands on his bare chest.
Oh my God.
Roberts removed the snake from its bag and simulated masturbation with it.
I'm done.
I remember. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It's so bad. It's so cringe.
I got to watch it now. Oh my God.
And imagine watching this with Carmine Sabia.
Oh, dude.
Like, yo, that snake comes out. Here goes Carmine drinking his Coke, and he's just like,
Yo, what time do they go tomorrow?
I think it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock.
I think I'm going to tune in for that one.
5 Pacific.
Well, it's 8 Eastern for me. I'm in
Yeah,
Florida,
Eastern.
so 8 o'clock Eastern, I think they go, and they're watching the Heroes of Wrestling.
I mean,
I thought that was pretty
It's
funny.
going to be worse than that Christmas movie, the Alien one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I tried to watch that with them, that Christmas movie. That was god-awful, number one. The quality wasn't there, and it was just terrible. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. But this, I'm going to watch. I don't even know how long this is.
I'm going to request Carmine. You're probably not watching right now, but if you're watching, bro, you need to do this in a onesie.
Let me see.
Just saying, let's appease some people. Do it in a onesie.
The buy rate, 29,000. 29,000 people bought it. How long is this thing?
It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yep.
You're absolutely right. It's 2.5 hours. These guys are going to sit live for 2.5 hours and watch this shit?
Yo, Carmine will do it, bro. Carmine is the GS of the hobby.
Bro, I got to watch this.
He
I'll watch
it literally is, bro.
I'll see how long I can hang in there and watch this.
Hey, but Vinny, don't forget, Saturday, my PS5 comes.
Oh, shit. PS5?
I remember when I had my first beer.
Hey, hashtag thank you, Hot Stock. I got it for retail price, this version.
You're welcome.
Can I tell you something, by the way? I thought this is pretty cool. So, May 5th, we're going to have someone live on PTM.
Oh, do we know who?
Yes.
I might know who.
Y'all ready for this? This is going to be dope. Ladies and gentlemen,
get your questions ready.
we're going to have the one and only live, not pre-recorded, this is live, Mr. Vince Russo is going to be
There
with.
you go, bro.
So Vinny and Vince chilling.
Get your Jim Cornette questions ready, because the Montreal Screwjob's going down, bro.
Listen, get everything, whatever you want to ask them.
Bro.
Yeah, and then at the end of the interview, we're going to have a bro count. Like throughout the interview, I'm going to have a few of my friends count how many times he and I say bro.
So Vinny didn't want me to do this. My idea was every time I want to be in a little icon in the corner, and every time Russo says bro, I take a shot.
I said he'll be dead in 10 minutes. No,
I think I can do it.
you'll die.
Challenge accepted.
I've
Have
been
you
watching
seen
some
the
of his
dark
older
side of the
interviews.
ring when he's like,
Yes.
bro, let me tell you about it, bro.
I think I can do it. Hey, I think I can do it. If not, it's still viewership to the cause.
But remember,
Exclusive, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an exclusive.
he is a former WCW champion.
He
is
is.
true.
I got to treat him with respect, man. He's a former champ. Mr. Vince Russo will be on PTM Live May 5th. So I'm looking forward to that one. That one's going to be fun. He pretty much wrote history in professional wrestling. He wrote history.
Is it
Gotta give him more credit to
inappropriate?
do, bro.
Is it
Give him credit where it's
inappropriate- Is it inappropriate to ask Vince Russo about the level of cuckold that Jim Cornette
I'm gonna ask him, bro.
possesses?
You know what?
Hey, get your questions ready.
That was the man that it was his attitude era was all his idea.
It's incredible.
But you know what's a good thing that I don't think he's never really talked about? I haven't really seen it in interviews. Is Over the Edge 99.
That's what I would like to talk to him about.
I've only heard him talk about it once, and it's on YouTube.
I got to watch it.
And I'll send it to you.
Because he does a lot of interviews, right? So
Yeah. I'll send it to you. It's about like this little
I
thing.
got to go through them all and kind of, ask him things he's not really asked all the time. That's what I kind of try to do. Of course, I'm going to ask him some of the big questions like
Well,
that.
Me and Joey will research it too. So you're
Yeah, like we'll all go through the interviews and what has he not been asked? What would you guys like to ask him? That's basically what we do.
It was like from like 10 or like almost like 15 years ago. It's on YouTube. I was doing something like searching Owen Hart, and I came across the 10-minute clip. And it's
Vince
kind of like
Russo?
a little mini documentary where people
All right,
are
I'll check
talking
that
about
out.
it. I'll send it to you.
I literally just want to ask Vince Russo, marry, fuck, kill.
Yeah, dude, that'd be a good one, bro.
And I have the three
And he'll
people
say,
in mind
bro,
already.
bro.
No, I have the three people in mind already.
Who?
Vince McMahon, Jim Cornette, Eric Bischoff.
Oh, my God. Kill.
Not an option.
Well,
If you don't
What about
choose
Hulk
Vince McMahon
Hogan?
to
What
fuck,
about
there's a
Hulk
problem
Hogan?
with you.
Because
That's
of
another-
the Bash at the Beach 2000.
That is true, though. Man, you got to eliminate one, though. Okay, I eliminate Vince and put Hogan in.
I don't care who you are. Marry, fuck, kill. If Vince McMahon is in there, you say marry. Straight up, dude. You marry Vince McMahon.
That's true.
We ain't signed no prenup.
Nope. I'll do whatever he wants. I'll clean that Tyrannosaurus Rex every day, bro. And then I'll clean the thing on his wall, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
When I was watching that segment with like Rollins and him,
Bro.
my wife goes, "Is that really Vince's office?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah. He's such a pimp, man. But that's about it for tonight, man. We talked about the big men of wrestling. Big boys. We rated our top big boy. Mine was Yokozuna. Ethan's was Yokozuna. Joey's was Andre the Giant. So thank you guys for doing that little thingamabob.
And I made sure just for you, Vinny, I got that dual-plated winged eagle right there, bro.
You son of a bitch.
I'm out.
You son of a bitch. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Jay Cross will be back. Mike Jones. By the way, Mike Jones is at TNA Impact Live, so of course that takes precedence over life.
We already discussed if Jones gets on more TV than Gianni, it's going on the show.
Yeah, and shout out to Gianni for his AEW signing. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.